Whatto chaps, I'm MagicalMike and this is Vampire Survivors. Not, perhaps, quite what you'd expect in this review series just by looking at it. But it's not about the looks. This game is a perfect example of not judging a book by its cover, or in this case, by its graphics, because it's a ton of fun regardless. Speaking of the series, if you like these kinds of videos and recommendations, then check out the playlist, leave a like and maybe think about subscribing. Thanks. So what the heck is this, if you can even see what's going on right now, because recording this is a nightmare of epic proportions for bitrate and YouTube compression. We'll only be able to tell once it's uploaded to the website, so that's fun. There's so much stuff flying all over the screen, so you might just have to take my word for what I'm talking about here. Or find somebody who can record this better, with their crazy wizardry that I don't have. First of all, the game is described as a gothic horror casual game with rogue-lite elements. I think the two main pieces of information though are that it's fun and that it's like £2 on Steam, so the value is ridiculously good. There's a ton of Castlevania inspiration in here, as you take various characters, weapons and support items against waves and waves of dozens, of hundreds, of tens of thousands of enemies in an attempt to wipe everything out and survive for as long as possible. The game is fun not because of any revolutionary gameplay. All you do is move your character on a flat plane in 2 dimensions. All the weapons attack automatically, it's just incredibly simple and direct. You move around, you kill the enemies, don't lose all your health, easy enough. Thing is, it's really satisfying. Everything just feels correct. It's slick, it's responsive, it has a ton of positive reinforcement and addictive qualities, but never too much. Picking up gems sounds right. Levels reward you with new weapons that build and build to become so powerful that the tiny looking thing that you started with will fill the entire screen, probably. Chests have the catchiest jingle when you pick them up. There's a lot of thought that's gone into these tiny decisions that normally in other games you just kind of take for granted. You don't even notice them, but here you do, and they add up to make every bit of progress that you make feel like it's actually worth something. And let's be honest, it is, because the faster you wipe enemies out, the better. There's all manner of characters with various inherent bonuses, like decreasing cooldown as you level, increasing numbers of or speed of projectiles. They all start out with a different weapon, they all unlock by doing different objectives. Level a weapon like the fire wand to get archer, find a secret coffin in a map for Mortaccio, literally kill death for that character. Yes, that is possible. There's even support items to boost you further, like the duplicator that just adds extra projectiles to everything that you already do, or the tome that decreases cooldowns on all of your items more. Combining the right weapons and support items might also result in an evolved weapon, something that does some even cooler effects. Ultimately though, it's all going to result in a ton of spam all over your screen as you walk back and forth as a literal golden god with lasers, garlic, hellfire, lightning bolts and all sorts of crazy things, wiping everything out all over the screen in a very pleasing way. There are some almost non-negotiable items to use, like, as I mentioned before, the tome and the duplicator, and for me the unholy vespers is my favourite weapon in the game, but there's still plenty of room to mess with build choices and come up with some really wacky stuff. Add in arcanas in there as well for even more interaction. Bouncing axes, exploding hellfire, plus 200% projectile speed. Yeah, give me all that. Yeah, all that. More, give me, yeah. There's a big old list of objectives to unlock, and a big old list of bonuses that you can buy with the gold that you earn, which will keep you busy for quite a while. I'm at like 20 hours in this game already, somehow, but like all the weapons just go brrr, and that's fun for a surprisingly long time. How about knives? What about Santa water? How about the whip, unholy vespers, rune tracers, exploding knives, bouncing axes? There's so many things. I could probably go on for a while about this because of many intricacies that the game has, but the game doesn't need a long review. It's £2 and it's fun. That's it. Oh, and the music tracks are all absolute bangers too. But what more do you need? So you buy it, and then you tell yourself, oh, I'll just play a round or two and just see how it is as you sit down to enjoy the game the first time. Just a couple of rounds. Inevitably though, it always ends the same way. I'm Magical Mike, and I'm Quids in with this game. Cheers.